Campus Studio, welcome back to another session. My name is Sandeep Chandra. I'm the Chief Editor of Campus Studio Media. Today we have a wonderful guest speaker from Dubai with us, Mr. Unmesh Shukla, a multi-faceted human resource professional with over 20 years of experience, currently working as a HR head and admin at JK Siemens, Dubai. Thank you so much, sir, for being a part of this session. I have two questions for you, sir. My first question is due to the corona outbreak, what are the changes the organization foresee in the hiring fresher talent from colleges? And my second question is to you, sir, with the paradigm shift in the way we work, how are the companies prepared to handle the work from home culture? Over to you, sir.
Hi. So I am Unmesh Shukla. I am a senior HR professional based out of Dubai, having worked in India earlier. So thank you, Campus Studio, for inviting me into this discussion. So two questions have been asked. One is that what are the changes organization foresee in terms of hiring from the colleges in the wake of the coronavirus crisis, and the second one is what is the paradigm shift which is going to happen in the work from home concept, which has recently become such a norm in the post-COVID crisis. So to start with you in terms of the first question, yes, unfortunately, we are going to see a dip in the hirings. In fact, as per the recent BCG report in India, 66% of the organization across the board have put up a hiring freeze, and that would include actually the proposed campus hiring which organizations are going to undertake. Obviously, the offer which have already been given by the companies in these campuses across the country, most of them may not be revoked. Probably few percentages here and there, but more or less they will be honored. And we are already seeing the example. JK Siemens, for example, my company, we have not revoked a single offer from the campus. But what we are going to foresee is that yes, there is going to be a dip in hiring. So we may not really see a dip in the campus hiring from the tier 1 colleges, but definitely we are going to see some dip in the hirings. In fact, there would be a considerable dip in the hiring from the tier 2 and tier 3 and tier 4 colleges, simply because of the plain and the simple fact that mid and small size companies hire from these campuses, and they are going to be cash strapped in the near future. So that is a trend which we may have to see with in the coming at least 8 months to 1 year, and let's see how this unfolds. The second aspect which I want to share is that the expectations of organization is going to undergo a change, because in the wake of the post-COVID crisis, there are new set of competencies which organizations would be looking at. You know, competencies like ability to innovate, ability to understand the public health system, just to name a few. And the colleges across will have to work real time to bring about accordingly the changes in the curriculum. I understand already in some IIMs and IITs this trend has already started. So colleges will have to really put their ears on the ground in order to bring those real time changes, to equip their students with those competencies so that they could, you know, act as a pull for the organizations to come up and take these students, because of course there will be certain void which they want, which organization would like to fill up in the wake of this particular crisis. The third aspect which I want to share is that there are certain sectors which are definitely going to see a dip, and so organizations which belong to the manufacturing sector, specifically the automotive, 4-wheel, oil and gas, construction, infrastructure, education offline, media offline, insurance, services, travel, tourism, aviation, to name a few, which are really going to see a very considerable dip in the hiring process in the coming few days. The organizations which are going to be on an upswing would be telecom, would be pharmaceuticals. E-commerce is going to be really on a spike because of the fact that so because of social distancing, people may not really like to visit the malls and may like to buy certain products. So these are the three aspects which will come into the play, and their interdynamics will work while the hiring process is going to be undertaken by the organization. Now, coming to your second question, that what is the paradigm shift which we are going to see in India? I mean, historically in India, IT companies and the services companies, they have been following this work from home concept. And typically those organizations where their human resources are their main asset, working from home and working remotely has never been an issue. The challenge would be for the manufacturing organizations, the challenge would be for the organizations of the core sector which have to work on the shop floor. Now, to start with, organizations initially in this country have really responded well. And if we look at organizations like Unilever, or for my company for that sake, we switched to work from home in just no time, because of the plain and simple reason that IT infrastructure was pretty robust. So what are the paradigm shift we have to see, or what we are going to foresee? I think it will be a little premature to share, because lockdown is still in the process, and once the lockdown gets over, we will really see the impact, how with the social distancing now coming into place and 30% workforce to be there at the max in the shop floor, how will the whole process work? But I foresee more of artificial intelligence and robotics coming into the play. The other factor which we have to look at is that the two departments are going to play a very critical role when we are going to go on a work from home culture. One is HR department and another is IT. Now, for the IT, they really need to build a very robust IT infrastructure and a work from home platform which should be easier to use and manage for every single employee who are not even tech savvy. Now, from HR perspective, it is going to be a real challenge. It's typically so in India, because we in India are social human beings, and organization for us are also a place where we socialize, and it's a part of our social culture, and we Indians typically like to interact at a personal level more rather than at a virtual level. So that will be something which will have an impact at a mental level of an employee, and that we will have to see how to keep them motivated. From HR per se, I think employee engagement will become a very critical issue, because once the employee starts working remotely, how to keep them motivated, how to keep them engaged with their manager. The second part would be how to measure the performance, because work from home only works best when you have the target of every day which are defined and delineated. Otherwise, how do you manage? And then you also lose the option of control, that how to get the maximum utilization of the work time. So that is also going to be a challenge which HR has to work and has to set up certain parameters. However, it is still a premature time, and as the time goes by, we will see how organizations handle this particular issue. Traditionally, Indian organizations have been very robust in response to any crisis, and certain innovative approaches in work from home definitely works. However, this has to be a top-down approach, where we need to evolve in a certain thinking. We need to look at the results. We need to also loosen our control, because a lot of time, people at certain levels with their they feel that they're losing control over their own team. So that is something which will require some level of training, and as I shared, it will also require that some level of performance management procedures need to be there in place. So these are the few things which shall be needed before we really work into a robust WFH platform. But I think as the things roll over, I think next 3 months will decide that how are we going to take control of the things. So that is all from my side. Hope you enjoyed this discussion. Thanks for your time. Goodbye.
Thank you so much, sir, for sharing your thoughts over my two questions, and I hope our audience will get benefit with this session. And I would like to thank you to my all viewers who are watching this video. If you like this video, please subscribe and share, and please stay home to stay safe, to stay healthy. Thank you.